Yam Shigaro Shiyatha Parakamalam Shigurun Vaishnavamscha Shirupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shirara Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyanachana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guruganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindabhidam Ujjalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyad Bhagavat Premnawe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandabaranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Bandetam Shubhadam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shridharam Vanshakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're continuing with our reading of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is Madhya-lila chapter 8, talks between the Lord and Srila Ramananda Raya. Text 71, Prabhu ko hai, eho hoy, age ko hoar, Raya ko hai, dasya prema, sarva sadyasar. Hearing up to the point of spontaneous love, the Lord said, this is all right. But if you know more, please tell me. In reply, Ramananda Raya said, spontaneous loving service in servitude as exchanged by master and servant is the highest perfection. So now Mahaprabhu is speaking on the subject of the different rasas, and he's speaking about dasya ras. Yannama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmala tasyatirtha parakimva dashanam abhasishyate. This is Sri Ramananda Raya speaking. A man becomes purified simply by hearing the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose lotus feet create the holy places of pilgrimage. Therefore, what remains to be attained by those who have become his servants? A man becomes purified simply by hearing the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose lotus feet create the holy places of pilgrimage. Therefore, what remains to be attained by those who have become his servants? Bhavantam evanucharan nirantara prashantanishesha manovratandara kadaham aikantika nityakingara Prahar Shayishyami Sanata Jivitam. By serving you constantly, one is freed from all material desires and is completely pacified. When shall I engage as your permanent eternal servant and always feel joyful to have such a perfect master? Prabhu kohe eho hoy kichuagyar Raya kohe sakya prema sarva sadyasar. Hearing this from Ramananda Raya, the Lord again requested him to go a step further. In reply, Ramananda Raya said, loving service to Krishna rendered in friendship or fraternity is the highest perfection. Itam satam brahma sukhanubhutya dasham gatanam paradaivatena maya shritanam naradarakena Sardam Vijaru Kritapunya Punja. Neither those engaged in the self-realization of appreciating the Brahman effulgence of the Lord, nor those engaged in devotional service while accepting the Supreme Lord as Master, nor those under the clutches of Maya thinking the Lord an ordinary person, can understand that certain exalted personalities, after accumulating volumes of pious activities, are now playing with the Lord in friendship as cowherd boys. This is a statement made by Sukadeva Goswami, who appreciated the good fortune of the cowherd boys who played with Krishna and ate with him on the banks of the Jamuna. So, by appearance, it would seem like the friends of Krishna playing with him as small boys, cowherd boys. It would seem to be ordinary persons at first glance. But we understand that they have already performed all the sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas. They've already gone on pilgrimage to all the holy places. They've engaged in all kinds of activities and austerities, and now they've come to the point of associating with the Lord as his friends. So they've accumulated already heaps of pious activities. And so, Prabhu kohe eho utama age koho ar raya kohe vatsalya prema sarvasadyasar. Lord said, this statement is very good, but please proceed even further. Ramananda Raya then replied, loving service to the Lord in the parental relationship is the highest perfectional stage. Nanda kim makarod brahman shreya evam mahodayam yashoda va mahabhaga papo yashya stanam hari. Ramananda Roy continued, O Brahmana, what pious activities did Nanda Maharaj perform by which he received the Lord Krishna as his son? And what pious activities did Mother Yasoda perform that made the absolute Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna call her mother and suck her breasts? Nimam varinsho na bhavo na shrir api anga samshraya prasaram lebhyare gopi yattat prapa vimuktidat. The favor Mother Yashoda obtained from Sri Krishna, the bestower of liberation, was never obtained even by Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva, nor even by the goddess of fortune, who always remains on the chest of Lord Vishnu. This is a statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna agreed to be bound by Mother Yashoda after she had given up trying to bind Krishna with ropes. This is another appreciation made by Sukadeva Goswami in his narration of the pastimes of Krishna before Maharaj Parikshit, and a reference of how Krishna, as Damodar, was bound to a mortar and pestle by his mother, so he accepted that the Lord can never be bound by anyone, but he accepted that due to the love of his mother. So the verse is glorifying above Dasharas and above Sakyaras. Here we have Vatsalyaras, parental affection. Prabhu kohe eho utama age koho ar raya kohe kanta prema sarvasadyasar. The Lord said, your statements are certainly getting better and better one after the other, but surpassing all of them is another rasa, and you can speak of that as the most sublime. Ramananda Roy then replied, conjugal attachment for Krishna is the topmost position in love of Godhead. In general, love of Godhead is devoid of the intimacy of ownership. In the case of love in servitude, there is a want of confidence. There is a want of increase in affection. In the fraternal relationship. And even when this affection increases in the parental relationship, there is nonetheless a want of complete freedom. However, when one becomes a conjugal lover of Krishna, everything lacking in the other relationships is completely manifest. Love of Godhead lacks nothing in the conjugal stage. The summary of this verse is that parental love of God is certainly higher than fraternal love, and that conjugal love is higher yet. It was when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Ramananda Raya to go further, that it came to the point of conjugal love, which is the highest perfectional stage of love of Godhead. So, Nayam Shriyonga Unitantarate Prasada Svaryoshitam Nalina Gandarucham Kutonya Rasotsavesha Bhuja Danda Grihita Kanta Labdas Ishamya Udagad Vraja Sundarinam. When Sri Krishna was dancing with the gopis in the Rasa-lila, the gopis were embraced around the neck by the Lord's arms. This favor is never bestowed upon the goddess of fortune or the other consorts in the spiritual world, nor was such a thing ever imagined by the most beautiful girls in the heavenly planets, girls whose bodily luster and aroma resemble the beauty and fragrance of lotus flowers. And what to speak of worldly women who may be very, very beautiful according to material estimation. This verse was spoken by Uddhava when he visited Sri Vrindavan to deliver a message from Krishna to the gopis. Uddhava remained in Vrindavan to observe the activities of the gopis there. When he saw the ecstatic love for Krishna and separation manifested by the gopis, he appreciated their supreme love and therefore expressed his feelings in this verse. He admitted that the fortune of the gopis could not be compared even to the fortune of the goddess of fortune, to say nothing of the beautiful girls in the heavenly planets. So this is from a view of all the different rasas, we can understand that Madhurya rasa or Shringara rasa, the love of Godhead expressed by the gopis as lovers, this is the highest attainment possible. So of all the rasas, we hear the development or the growing intimacy, which goes from Dasya to Sakya to Vatsalya, and now in Madhurya it's expressed as the lovers of Krishna. They have the deepest relationship with him. Tasama Virabuj Choris Smayamana Mukambuja Pitambaradara Shragvi Sakshan Manmata. Suddenly, due to their feelings of separation, Krishna appeared among the gopis dressed in yellow garments and wearing a flower garland. His lotus face was smiling, and he was directly attracting the mind of Cupid. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam. When the rasa dance was going on, Krishna suddenly disappeared, and the gopis became so overwhelmed due to his separation and their intense love for him that Krishna was obliged to appear again. Krishna praptira upaya bahuvida hoy, Krishna prapti taratamya bahuta chai. There are various means and processes by which one may attain. There are various means and processes by which one may attain the favor of Krishna. All those processes will be studied from the viewpoint of comparative importance. Kintu jara jeras se sarvotam tatasta hana vicharile achitaratam. It is true that whatever relationship a particular devotee has with the Lord is the best for him. still when we study all the different methods from a neutral position, we can understand that there are higher and lower degrees of love. So whatever rasa a person has with the Lord will completely satisfy that person. The person will be completely content, whether one is a servant of Krishna, or one is a friend of Krishna, or one is in a parental relationship with Krishna. But if we study, or if one is Krishna's lovers in the conjugal relationship, but if we study all the different relationships from a comparative viewpoint, we can understand that there are higher and lower degrees of development of love of God, and above all the rasas is the conjugal love. And actually we could say that the other rasas serve to enhance that conjugal relationship. And in the conjugal relationship, of course, the supreme position is held by Srimati Radharani. So this is all being discussed by Ramananda Raya, who's speaking to Mahaprabhu in answer to his questions. Yatotaram aso swadva vishesho lasa maya pi ratir vasanaya swadvi basate kapi kasyachit. Increasing love is experienced in various tastes, one above another, but that love which has the highest taste in the gradual succession of desires manifests itself in the form of conjugal love. So, increasing love is experienced in various tastes, one above another, but that love which has the highest taste in the gradual succession of desires manifests itself in the form of conjugal love. Purva purva rasa gun pare pare hoy duitin ganane pancha parjanta badai. There is a gradual order of improvement in transcendental rasas from the initial ones to the later ones. In each subsequent rasa, the qualities of the previous rasas are manifested, counting from 2, then 3, and up to the point of 5 complete qualities. Gunadikya Svadadikya Bhare Pratirase Shantadasya Sakya Vatsal Jaraguna Madhurete Baise. As the qualities increase, so the taste also increases in each and every rasa. Therefore, the qualities found in Shantaras, Dasharas, Sakyaras, and Vatsalya are all manifested in conjugal love, Madhurya Ras. Akashadir guna jena parapara bhute duitin krame bore pancha prativite. The qualities in the material elements, sky, air, fire, water, and earth, increase one from another by a gradual process of 1, 2, and 3, and at the last stage, in the element earth, all 5 qualities are completely visible. Qualities in the material elements, sky, air, fire, water, and earth increase one after another by a gradual process of 1, 2, and 3, and at the last stage, in the element earth, all 5 qualities are completely manifest. So there's a comparison that's being made here. We had the material. When we consider the 5 material qualities, we can say in ether, or sky, however you want to put it. Ether or sky, we have the quality present of sound. That in ether there is sound. Then in air there is sound and touch. In the quality of fire, we have sound, touch, and taste. In the quality of of water. No, pardon me. In the quality of sound, fire, we have sound, touch, and sound, touch, and feel. The quality of what? Huh?
Is feel different from touch?
Pardon me?
You said feel, but also touch. Are those
sound? Oh, no. We have sound. Then the quality of air, we have
sound and touch.
Touch. Quality of fire, we have sound, touch, and form. The quality of water, we have sound, touch, form, and taste. And the quality of earth, we have sound, touch, form, taste, and also smell. So those 5 qualities, each quality increases in the elements. So it's being compared here, the qualities of rasa, the different qualities that we find in. First, if we just consider Shanta Ras, we will say that in Shanta Ras, there is attachment to Krishna and detachment from everything that is not Krishna. In other words, that is, one develops this quality of attachment to Krishna. Then in Dasha Rasa, we have attachment to Krishna and detachment from what is not Krishna, from what is material. That's in all of them, all of the rasas. But in Dasha Ras, which is servitude, we have the quality of offering service offering. So then in Sakya Ras, we have those qualities of attachment to Krishna, detachment from matter, one. Then we also have offering service to the Lord. Then there's a sense of intimacy which is added in friendship. And then in Vatsalya Ras, you could say it is like there is a quality there of maintenance, that the parents of Krishna think that they have to maintain the Lord. That is called like sonhood of Godhead, where we can say, thinking of the Lord as one's son, or thinking of the Lord like also Vatsalya Ras positions would be teacher of Krishna, elderly cowherd men and women who have a maternal or paternal friendship, maternal or paternal relationship with the Lord, thinking of the Lord as small, and they're older, and so naturally they want to help him. So that's also Vatsalya Ras, or parental relationship. And then in Madhurya Ras, there is a sense of increased intimacy, and also, you could say, like of ownership, or thinking of the Lord as their own. So it's just like in the qualities of matter, we have first sound, touch, form, then taste and smell. So here we have all these, the development from attachment to Krishna and detachment from everything that is not Krishna or material, then to service, then to intimacy, then to maintenance, and then to the Madhurya Ras, which has all these qualities in the sense of thinking of Krishna as their lover. So, Paripurna Krishna Prapti E Prema Hoite E Premara Bhashak Krishna Kohe Bhagavate. Complete attainment of the lotus feet of Krishna is made possible by love of Godhead, specifically Madhurya Ras, or conjugal love. Lord Krishna is indeed captivated by this standard of love. This is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam. To explain the topmost quality of conjugal love, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives the example of the material elements: sky, air, fire, water, and earth. In the sky space, there is a quality of sound. Similarly, in air, there are the qualities of sound and touch. In fire, there are 3 qualities: sound, touch, and form. In water, there are 4 qualities: sound, touch, form, and taste. Finally, in earth, there are all 5 qualities: sound, touch, form, taste, and also smell. Now, one can see that the quality of the sky is in all, namely in air, fire, water, and earth. In earth, we can find all the qualities of material nature. The same can be applied to the rasa known as Madhurya rasa or conjugal love. In conjugal love, there are the qualities of neutrality, servitorship, fraternity, and parental affection, as well as of conjugal love itself. The conclusion is that through conjugal love, the Lord is completely satisfied. Conjugal love, Madhurya Ras, is also known as Sringara Ras. It is the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam that in the complete combination of loving service to the Lord, namely in conjugal love, the Supreme Lord fully agrees to be under the control of the devotee. The highest form of conjugal love is represented by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, we can see that Krishna is always subjugated by Srimati Radharani's influence. Mayi bhakti bhutanam amritat vaya kalpate tistya yad asinmat sneho bhavatinam mad apanam. Lord Krishna told the gopis, the means of attaining my favor is loving service unto me, and fortunately you are all thus engaged. These living beings, those living beings who render service unto me are eligible to be transferred to the spiritual world and attain eternal life with knowledge and bliss. The fulfillment of human life is summarized in this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. There are two important words in this verse. Bhakti, devotional service, and amritatva, eternal life. The aim of human life is to attain the natural position of eternal life. This eternal life can be achieved only by devotional service. Krishnara pratigya drida sarva kale ache jai jai che bhaje Krishna tare bhaje taiche. Krishna has made a firm promise for all time. If one renders service unto him, Krishna correspondingly gives him an equal amount of success in devotional service to the Lord. So, Krishna has made a firm promise for all time. If one renders service unto him, Krishna correspondingly gives an equal amount of success in devotional service to the Lord. So in other words, as one surrenders to the Lord and engages in his service, Krishna correspondingly responds. Yeyatam mam prapadyate tamstataiva bhajami aham mama vartmanu vartante manusya sarva sarvasha. So this is in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna saying, as they surrender to me, I similarly reward them. And in other words, as one approaches Krishna, Krishna also approaches his devotee. According to Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Prita. So this means, as one is looking for Krishna, Krishna is also looking for his devotee. As one is serving Krishna, Krishna is also serving his devotees. Krishna is responding reciprocally to his devotees. It is not that Krishna is detached and the devotees are just trying to approach him. Krishna is also correspondingly responding to the endeavors of his devotees to please him, to serve him. He also wants to please and serve his devotees. According to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Prita. E primera anurupa napare bhajite ateva rini hoy kohe bhagavate. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Krishna cannot proportionately reciprocate devotional service in the Madhurya Ras. Therefore, he always remains a debtor to such devotees. So this is a general principle that Krishna responds proportionally to one's endeavor to serve him and surrender to him but we understand in conjugal love, the amount of surrender of the devotees in conjugal love, Krishna cannot respond proportionally because he is overwhelmed by the mood of the gopis, the mood of those in conjugal love. Naparayeham niravadya samyujam svasadu krityam vibhurayushapisa yamabhajam durjaya geha shingala samvrishya tadva pratiyatu sadhuna. When the gopis were overwhelmed with dissatisfaction due to Krishna's absence from the Rasa-lila, Krishna returned to them and told them, "My dear gopis, our meeting is certainly free from all material contamination. I must admit that in many lives it would be impossible for me to repay my debt to you because you have cut off the bondage of family life just to serve me. Consequently, I am unable to repay you. Therefore, please be satisfied with your honest activities in this regard." Krishna expressed to the gopis, and in particular to Radharani, he is unable to respond to proportionally to their love because their love is so much beyond even what he can express, that they have expressed, the gopis and Radharani have expressed such a degree of surrender and love for Krishna that Krishna cannot, it's beyond his capability to respond to their level of devotion. So he says that he will remain indebted to them. He cannot repay them. Yadyapi Krishna's Saundarya Madhuryara Durya Braja Devir Sangetara Badaye Madhurya. Although Krishna's unparalleled beauty is the topmost sweetness of love of God, his sweetness increases unlimitedly when he is in the company of the gopis. Consequently, Krishna's exchange of love with the gopis is the topmost perfection of love of Godhead. Tatrati Shushubhe Tabir Bhagavan Devaki Sutta Madhye Maninam Haimanam Maham Marakato Yata. Although the son of Devaki, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is a reservoir of all kinds of beauty, when he is among the gopis, he nonetheless becomes more beautiful, for he resembles a Markata jewel surrounded by gold and other jewels. Prabhu kohe e sadya bhadi shunischaya kripa kori kaha jari agi kichu hoy. Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, This is certainly the limit of perfection, but please be merciful to me and speak more if there is more. Raya kohe iharage puche hena jane etadin nahi jani achaye bhuvane. Ramananda Raya replied, Until this day I did not know anyone within this world who could inquire beyond this perfectional stage of devotional service. I didn't know anyone who could ask or inquire beyond this level of devotional service expressed by the gopis. But he's acknowledging, but Mahaprabhu is asking him to speak more. He says, until this day I did not know anyone within this world who could inquire beyond this perfectional stage of devotional service. Ihara madhye radhara prema sadya shiromani jahara mahima sarva shastrate bakani. Among the loving affairs of the gopis, Ramananda Raya continues, Srimati Radharani's love for Krishna is topmost. Indeed, the glories of Srimati Radharani are highly esteemed in all revealed scriptures. Yata Radha Priya Vishnos Tasya Kundam Priyam Data Sarva Gopishu Saivaika Vishnur Atyanta Vallabha. Just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to to Krishna. Her bathing place, Radhakund, is also dear to him. Among all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is topmost and very dear to Lord Krishna. Anaya radito numnam Bhagavan Harer Ishvara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Pritoyam Anayadraha. When the gopis began to talk among themselves, they said, "Dear friends, the gopi who has been taken away by Krishna to a secluded place must have worshipped the Lord more than anyone else." The name Radha is derived from this verse, from the words Anayaradita, meaning, by her the Lord is worshipped. Sometimes the critics of Srimad Bhagavatam find it difficult to find Radharani's holy name in that book, but the secret is disclosed here in the word Aradita, from which the name Radha has come. Of course, the name of Radharani is directly mentioned in other Puranas. This gopi's worship of Krishna is topmost, and therefore her name is Radha, or the topmost worshipper. Prabhu kohe age koha shunite pai suke apurvamrita nadi bahe tomara muke. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Please speak on. I am very happy to hear you because a river of unprecedented nectar is flowing from your mouth." Churi kore rarake nila gopiganer dare anyapeka hoile premer garata nasvure. During the rasa dance, Sri Krishna did not exchange loving affairs with Srimati Radharani due to the presence of the other gopis. Because of the dependence of the others, the intensity of love between Radha and Krishna was not manifested. Therefore, he stole her away. Out of fear of the other gopis, Sri Krishna took Srimati Radharani to a secluded place. In this regard, the verse Kam Sharir Api will be quoted from the Gita Govinda by Jayadeva Goswami. Radha lagi gopire jadi sakat kore tyaga tabe jane radhaya krishnara gada anuraga. If Krishna rejected the company of the other gopis for Srimati Radharani, we can understand that Sri Krishna has intense affection for her. Raya ko hetabe shuna premara mahima Sri Jagate Radha Premera Nahika Upama. Ramananda Raya continued, "Please therefore hear from me about the glories of Srimati Radharani's loving affairs. They are beyond compare within three worlds." Ramananda Raya continued, "Please therefore hear from me about the glories of Srimati Radharani's loving affairs. They are beyond compare within these three worlds." Gopi Ganer Rasanritya Mandali Chadiya Radha Chahe Bane Fire Vilapa Korea. Finding herself treated equally with all the other gopis, Srimati Radharani displayed her tricky behavior and left the circle of the rasa dance. Missing Srimati Radharani's presence, Krishna became very unhappy and began to lament and wander throughout the forest to search her out. Kamsharirapi samsara vasana badashringalam radam adhaya hridaye tatyanja vrajas sundari. Kamsharirapi samsara vasana badashringalam radam adhaya hridaye tatyanja Vrajasundari. Lord Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, took Srimati Radharani within his heart, for he desired to dance with her. Thus he left the arena of the rasa dance in the company of all the other beautiful damsels of Vraja. Itastatatam anushritya radikam anangabana ranakina manasa kritanutapasa kalinda nandani tatanta kunje vishasara madhava. Being afflicted by the arrow of Cupid and unhappily regretting his mistreating Srimati Radharani, Madhav, Krishna began to search for her along the banks of the Jamuna River. When he failed to find her, he entered the bushes of Vrindavan and began to lament. So this is in the deep loving affairs between Radha and Krishna. Being afflicted by the arrow of Cupid and unhappily regretting his mistreating Srimati Radharani, Madhav, Lord Krishna began to search for her along the banks of the Jamuna River. When he failed to find her, he entered the bushes of Vrindavan and began to lament. These two verses I don't know. It says here, Kamsharya rapi samsara vasana bara shrinkalam radham adaya hridayet tatyaja vraja sundari. Lord Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, took Srimati Radharani within his heart, for he desired to dance with her. Thus he left the arena of the rasa dance in the company of all the other beautiful damsels of Braja. Itastatas tam anushritya radikam ananga bhana vrana kinna manasa kritanutapa sakalinda nandini tatanta kunje visasara madhava. Being afflicted by the arrow of Cupid and unhappily regretting his mistreating Srimati Radharani, Madhav, Lord Krishna began to search for her along the banks of the Jamuna River. When he failed to find her, he entered the bushes of Vrindavan and began to lament. These two verses are from the Gita Govinda, written by Jayadeva Goswami. Edui shlokara artha vicharile, edui shlokara artha vicharile jani, vicharite utejena amritera kani. Simply by considering these two verses, one can understand what nectar there is in such dealings. It is exactly like freeing a mine of nectar. Shatakoti gopi sange rasa vilasa, taramadye ekmurte rahe radapasha. Although Krishna was in the midst of hundreds of thousands of gopis during the rasa dance, he still kept himself in one of his transcendental forms by the side of Srimati Radharani. So although he appeared to be expanded and dancing to the side of all the gopis, Krishna expanded himself and he was dancing in the rasa dance to the side of each gopi. But in his personal form, he was there. Apparently all the forms are equal, but in his personal form he was there by the side of Srimati Radharani. Sadarana premi deki sarvatra samata radhara kutila premi hoila vamata. Krishna is equal to everyone in his general dealings, but due to the conflicting ecstatic love of Srimati Radharani, there were opposing elements. So Radharani's love is so inclusive, and it also travels in a crooked way. It says the movement of loving affairs is going in a zigzag way. It's not straightforward. So in this way, the love of Srimati Radharani was very tricky and hard and producing many different sentiments in Krishna. Aher ivagati premna sabhava kutila bhavet ato hetor ahetoscha hunor mana udanshati. The progress of loving affairs between a young man and a young girl is like the movement of a snake. On account of this, two types of anger arise between a young boy and girl. anger with cause and anger without cause. So in those loving affairs between Radha and Krishna, it is seen like that. Things are moving in a crooked way. There is anger with cause, Krishna has done something wrong, and there is anger without cause, where Krishna hasn't done something wrong, but maybe perhaps a feeling of jealousy produces some anger on the part of Srimati Radharani. In one instance it is mentioned how Radharani became jealous by seeing her own shadow. So the progress of loving affairs between a young boy and a young girl is like the movement of a snake, crooked. On account of this, two types of anger arise between a young boy and girl, anger with cause and anger without cause. During the rasa dance, one form of Krishna was between every two gopis, but by the side of Srimati Radharani there was only one Krishna. Although this was the case, Srimati Radharani still manifested disagreement with Krishna. Krodakori rasachari gela manakori Tarena Dakiya Vyakula Hoila Sri Hari. When Radharani left the rasa dance, out of anger and resentment, Sri Krishna became very anxious because he could not see her. Samyaksara Vasana Krishna Rasa Lila Vasanate Radhika Shringala. Sri Krishna's desire in the Rasa-lila circle is perfectly complete, but Srimati Radharani is the binding link in that desire. Tahavinu Rasa-lila Nahibaya Chite Mandali Chariya Gela Radha Anveshite. So this is Srimati Radharani is a binding link. This is like in a necklace. The necklace is complete, but there is one link that binds the necklace. Srimati Radharani is like that binding link. Tahabinu rasa lila nahi baye chite mandali chadiya gela radha anveshite. The rasa dance does not shine in the heart of Krishna without Srimati Radharani. Therefore, he also gave up the circle of the rasa dance and went out to search for her. When she, out of feelings of, you can say, anger, jealousy, she left the rasa-lila, then Krishna also went to search for her. The rasa dance does not shine in the heart of Krishna without Radharani. Therefore, he also gave up the circle of the rasa dance and went out to search for her. Itas tata brahmi kahan radha napaya Vishada koran kama bane kinahoya. When Krishna went out to search for Srimati Radharani, he wandered here and there. Not finding her, he became afflicted by the arrow of Cupid and began to lament. Shatakoti gopite nahi kama nirvapana tahatai anumani Sri Radhikara Guna. Since Krishna's lusty desires were not satisfied even in the midst of hundreds of thousands of gopis, and he was thus searching after Srimati Radharani, we can easily imagine how qualified she is. Prabhu kohe je lagi ailama tomastane se sab tattva bastu hoila mora gyane. After hearing this, Mahaprabhu said to Ramananda Raya, that for which I have come to your residence has now become an object of truth in my knowledge. So he's saying, this is what I want from you. This is why I've come. Ebe se janilun sadya sarana nirnoi agayara ache kichu shunite manahoy. Now I have come to understand the sublime goal of life and the process of achieving it. Nevertheless, I think that there is something more ahead, and my mind is desiring to have it. Krishna Rasarup Koha Radha Rasarup Rasa Kon Tattva Prema Kon Tattva Rup. Kindly explain the features of Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Also explain the truth of transcendental mellows or rasas and the form of love of Godhead. I want to know about rasa tattva, about the truth about rasas. And I want to know about what form, prema, what is the form of prema? What form does it take? That prema, that loving relationship. Kripa Kodaye Tattva Kohata Amare Tomabina Keho Iha Nirupite Re. Kindly explain all these truths to me, but for yourself, no one can ascertain them. So Mahaprabhu says to Ramananda Raya, you explain all this to me. No one else besides you has the capacity to explain this. Raya kohe ihami kichwina jani tumije kahose koheami bani. Sri Ramananda Roy replied, I do not know anything about this. I simply vibrate the sound you make me speak. Tomara sikshaya parijena sukapata sakat ishwara tumike bhuje tomaranata. I simply repeat like a parrot whatever instructions you have given me. You are the Supreme Lord Himself who can understand your dramatic performances. Hridaye prerana kora jivaya kahobani ki kohiye balomanda kichwina jani. You inspire me within my heart and make me speak with the tongue. I do not know whether I am speaking well or badly. Prabhu kohe mayavadi amita sannyasi bhakti tattva nahi jani mayavade bashi. Mahaprabhu said, I am just a Mayavadi in the renounced order of life. I'm just a Mayavadi sannyasi, and I do not even know what transcendental loving service to the Lord is. I simply float in the ocean of Mayavad philosophy. So Mahaprabhu says, I'm just an impersonalist sannyasi, because he's taken sannyasi, and by appearance he is. In that time, the sannyasis are mostly all in the Mayavad school, that normally the persons, Vaishnavas, they didn't become sannyasis. They maintained the dress within the social order. But Mahaprabhu appears to be a Mayavada sannyasi. He's the Lord Himself, and of course he's not a Mayavad. He's not an impersonalist. He changed Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's conception of impersonalism to understand what bhakti, what is devotional service. So Mahaprabhu said, I'm a Mayavadi sannyasi, and I do not even know what transcendental loving service to the Lord is. I simply float in the ocean of Mayavad philosophy, of impersonalism. Sarvabhauma Sange Mora Mana Nirmal Hoila Krishna Bhakti Tattva Kaha Tahare Puchila. Due to the association of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, my mind became enlightened. Therefore, I asked him about the truths of transcendental loving service to Krishna. He said, because I associated with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I became a little enlightened. Now he asked me to meet you, is basically what Mahaprabhu was saying. But actually, of course, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was impersonalist, and Mahaprabhu was the one who transformed him. Teho kohe nahi jani Krishna kata, sabe Ramananda jani teho nahi eta. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya told me, I do not actually know about the topics of Lord Krishna. They are all known only to Ramananda Roy, but he is not present here. Tomare tai ailana tomara mahima shunya tumi more stutikora sannyasi janiya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, after hearing about your glories, I have come to your place. But you are offering me words of praise out of respect for a sannyasi, one in the renounced order of life. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that a mundane person being enriched by mundane opulences must always know that the transcendental opulences of the advanced devotees are far more important than the materialistic opulences of a person like himself. A materialistic person with material opulences should not be very proud or puffed up before a transcendental devotee. If one approaches a devotee on the strength of one's material heritage, opulence, education, and beauty, and does not offer respect to the advanced devotee of the Lord, the Vaishnava devotee may offer formal respects to such a materially puffed up person, but he may not deliver transcendental knowledge to him. Indeed, the devotee sees him as a non-Brahman or Shudra. Such a puffed up person cannot understand the science of Krishna. A proud person is deceived in transcendental life, and despite having attained a human form, will again glide down into hellish conditions. By his personal example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains how one should be submissive and humble before a Vaishnava, even though one may be situated on a high platform. Such is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Acharya of the world, the supreme spiritual master and teacher. Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyashi Shudra Kaninoi Jai Krishna Tattva Beta Se Guru Hoy. So this verse is very important. Previously, Ramananda Raya tried to excuse himself, saying, "You're a sannyasi, I'm just a Shudra." But here Mahaprabhu says, "Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyashi Shudra Kaninoi Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Se Guru Hoy." Whether one be a Brahman, a sannyasi, or Shudra, regardless of what one is, one can become a spiritual master if one knows the science of Krishna. Kiba Vipra, I may be a Brahman, Kiba Nyasi, I may be a sannyasi, Shudra Kaninoi, and you may be considered to be a Shudra. Ramananda Raya said people considered me to be a Shudra, although he was not, but in the society of that time things were very stratified, so they saw Ramananda Raya as a non-Brahmin. They considered him, even though he's a highly educated man and a government officer, they thought of him as a Shudra. So Mahaprabhu says, I may be a Vipra, I may be a Brahman, Kiba Nyasi, I may be a sannyasi, Shudra Kaninoi, or one may be considered a Shudra. You are saying they consider you a Shudra. But Jai Krishna Tattva Veta, if you know the science of Krishna consciousness, say Guru Hoy, then you are a guru, then you are a teacher. So one should take the position of a teacher if one can actually help others to learn something and be Krishna conscious. One should keep a vipra, keep a nyasi shudra kaninoye Krishna tattva veta se guru hoy. If you can enlighten someone with Krishna consciousness, then you are a real teacher, and then you are doing real benefit for others. Whether one is a Brahmana, a sannyasi, or a Shudra, regardless of what one is, one can become a spiritual master if one knows the science of Krishna. Sannyasi bolia more na koriya banshan Krishna Radha Tattva Kohe Purna Koraman. Mahaprabhu continued, please do not try to cheat me, thinking of me as a learned sannyasi. Please satisfy my mind by just describing the truth of Radha and Krishna. Krishna Radha Tattva. You just explain about Radha Krishna. Don't try to cheat me because I'm supposedly a sannyasi, a spiritual master of society. No, you explain to me about Radha Krishna. So Mahaprabhu very much appreciated Ramananda Raya and Jajapi Rai Primi Mahabhagavate Taraman Krishna Maya Narya Chadite Tatapi Prabhuricha Parama Prabha Chanileha Rayara Mana Hoila Talamo. Sri Ramananda Raya was a great devotee of the Lord and a lover of Krishna, and although his mind could not be covered by Krishna's illusory energy, and although he could understand the mind of the Lord, of Mahaprabhu, which was very strong and intense, Ramananda's mind became a little agitated by Mahaprabhu. Just pushing. Sri Ramananda Raya was a great devotee of the Lord and a lover of God, and although his mind could not be covered by Krishna's illusory energy, and although he could understand the mind of the Lord, which was very strong and intense, Ramananda's mind became a little agitated. Raya koheyami nata tumi sutradar jem mata nachal taichen chahi nachibar. Sri Ramananda Roy said, I am just a dancing puppet and you pull the strings. Whichever way you make me dance, I will dance. Morajiva bina jantra. Morajiva bina yantra tumi bina dari. Tomara mane jay ute tahai uchari. My dear Lord, my tongue is just like a stringed instrument, and you are its player. Therefore, I simply vibrate whatever arises in your mind. Parama Ishwara Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Sarva Bhatari Sarva Karana Pradhan. Ramananda Roy then began to speak on Krishna Tattva. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He said, he's Swayam Bhagavan. He is personally the original Godhead, the source of all incarnations and the cause of all causes. So tomorrow I'll continue from this point. This very, very beautiful chapter here talks between the Lord and Ramananda Roy. And this will be continued tomorrow. Hariyaraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govindaram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Dharadhara Shiva Sari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Rasa Raghunath Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jai Te Vignana Sabhista Puran Jai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Advara Asara Padarenu Mora Panchaga Hare Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanima Janame Janame More Abhilash Jai Gosai Jabe Bhaje Koilavas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Padem Jai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Padma Korea Hare Nam Sankirtana Ko He Naratamura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nita Gora Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nita Gora Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishoredas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Premsi Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai Shri Ram Mayapur Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Shri Koladvip Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai Ganga Devi Ki Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai Shri Purushottama Dham Ki Jai Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai Bhakti Vigna Vinashaya Shri Shingadev Ki Jai Bhakta Prabhara Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai all the assembled devotees Ki Jai Sripad Bhakti Daita Damodar Maharaj Tirubab Mahotsav Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bo. Sri Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki Jai.